500 known chemicals that are now endemic in the environment, persistent, found all over the world, and we don't know what their effects are going to be on humans or ecosystems. We're finding 6 times as much plastic as plankton in the Pacific Gyre. 48% of the anthropogenic carbon produced by humans since 1850 is now in the oceans. The pH of the oceans has dropped from historical over the last 2 million years, we can tell from the Ross Ice Shelf cores, from 8.8 to 8.2 pH. It's now at 8.06 and expected to go to 7.9 by the end of the century. At 7.9 pH, calcium carbonate goes into solution, and we dissolve the coral reefs and take out the bottom of the food chain. So, as a species, we're not doing. If design was the first signal of intention, we'd have to ask ourselves, did we design this? Are we doing this on purpose? Because if our design assignment was, let's destroy the climate, we're doing great. Let's go acidify the oceans and drop out the bottom of the food chain. Check. Test. Let's put out endocrine disruptors for our children so that their hormonal development will be all skewed. Beautiful. Got that one. One after another. We have to ask ourselves, is this our plan? And if we say it's not part of our plan, then it's our de facto plan, apparently, because we have no other plan. So it's time to have new plans. That's why I'm excited about classes like this, because you're the kinds of people that can affect plans. And it's interesting that the environmental movement has been so focused on energy, when very little attention has been paid to the quality of the mass. And I think it's because energy has dollars applied to it and everybody pays a bill. So they can understand a kilowatt hour costing a certain number of cents. It's very hard to understand what the intrinsic value or a liability resides in a carpet that has polyvinyl chloride underneath it with 16 known carcinogens in the face fibers that are abrading as we walk across them and we're breathing, for example, which is the typical US carpet today. And the questions start to move from energy slowly into what is the embodied energy of a product? Like how much energy does it take to make this stuff? And we start to look at that. And so cement has a very high carbon footprint. Various polymers have high carbon footprints. And then we start to look at that and then say, well, if you only use it once and it goes to a landfill, then that's an embodied energy loss. And then you think, well, let's just burn them so we get the energy out of them. Now we make products and then we burn them. Well, the problem with that is most of the products were never designed for incineration. So for example, the PVC underlayments on this carpet will produce dioxins. So now we've got the most carcinogenic thing we've known how to produce out there in the world, thanks to the fact that we have bad design. Because this is all just signals of bad design. Right? There's absolutely no reason this could not be designed for safe combustion or continuous reuse. And that's the kind of work we've been doing at the molecular level. So energy is just the opening door into the real questions of the environment. But it's obviously one of the biggest doors, and it's the one that has money attached to it now. So it's something that everybody can understand, because it's a place where we have data sets. I just hope that as you work on your energy protocols, that you don't forget the mass protocols that go right along with it. Because remember, Einstein's equation has two halves. Thanks.